Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. So thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're doing a little early today. I got a meeting to go to later. So I'm just trying to get started so we can get through some of this information. So first off, as I previously mentioned earlier this week, that Zebec wouldn't be down long, right? I told you it would bounce back, and it appears it's starting to bounce back. But I don't want to be the I told you so guy, but just letting you guys know, right? It wasn't going to be down long. And here we are back up. Let's see, what are we at? Da-da-da-da, up 5.3. It was up as much as 7% today. So it's starting to pull. I think there is some whale volume happening, right? There's some definite trend. What is up, Tony? Tony and Ree? Tony's Tony and Ree. What up, Tony? What up, Honcho? Honcho Hendricks? ZBC all the way, baby. Yo, what's going on? Let's turn on the spotlight and see what we can see. Zebec, baby, what up? Silver Days XRP. So don't forget to join the BTM Crypto News Network to stay current on your crypto news and events. Been a lot of lives today, so I had to get a little sip. Can voice is drying out, but let's get to it. Don't forget to go ahead and like the video, share, and subscribe, and put fire in the chat or in the comments. Put a fire emoji in the comments if you think Zebec, how to say it? Zebec will keep pumping over the weekend, or if it's fizzled out, or if it's just starting. Thank you, Silver Days. What's going on? So this is I got 5 on it. Martin Lucas. Let's see if there was a thought it was a video. Is this a video? There's no sound. Why is there no sound? What is going on here? That's weird. I see this video doesn't have sound. That's really weird. Yes. I don't know. That's like the first time I've seen a video from him that didn't have any sound. Let's see if the mixer's up. Yeah, it's on. I don't know what the. So I guess we're gonna keep it moving and come back to this at some other time, or see if we can find it. Looks like Crypto Queen purchased 125 Zebec today. Let's go back to BTM. So this is Martin Lucas. Next is Zebec cards. Now support 12 chains, the most of any crypto card provided. We're excited to add XO Poly, USDC on Poly to silver and carbon cards. Load, send, and get your cards in seconds on your blockchain of choice. Get your card now. And this is Zebec is giving early XRP energy. Believe it. The charts don't lie, so you shouldn't either. XRP early 2017, price 006, supply 100 billion, holders 70K. Narrative fast, low cost global payments ran to $3 under a year. That is a 640x. Let's go. So this is breaking news. Breaking news, the AI data center markets will 3x by 2029. McKinsey, uh, the 2025 AI run is gearing up to be generational. So shout out to McKinsey and Company, and I guess that's Trader View. So this is Whales are buying up Zebec right now. What's going on? And this was from earlier. Zebec was up. I know I wasn't tripping. Zebec was up 3.9%. And we'll check the charts in a minute. Clear sailing. Let's go. Zebec next leg up. And I told you guys this would happen towards the weekend, and it's a holiday, that the price would come back. So let me know what you guys think. You think it's going to keep pumping all weekend, or if it's just getting started, or if it's just slowing down? Ripple meet up the day before Zebex launches their physical cards at the same location. Stellar Org is going to be there too. Are we going to be getting our Ripple product announcement, Stellar Org Spaces? This does not seem like a coincidence, people. But he's right. It's weird that all this stuff is kind of coming together at the same time. But I told you, somebody said ZBIC will hit $1 in before or on 6:30, which is 3 days from now, right? I'm not sure when this meeting is. I just sent something about this morning, and it made a post about it. The King Koozie brought it to my attention. Looks like they may be distributing physical cards there. I also noticed that there is a XRP ledger meeting a day before in the same area. Okay, XRP, with a lot of other Web3 stuff. So this is the 30th. Okay. That would be crazy if they made an announcement to partner with XRP on the 30th and the price goes freaking parabolic. Let me know what you guys think. Join us at the Cans for a special evening from 6 p.m. focused on bridging the XRPL and the EVM ecosystems, hosted in collaboration with XRPL, Commons, Ripple, and PeerSty. This XRPL meeting brings the community together for insightful conversations and meaningful connections on the 30th. So let me know what you guys think about that. Coincidence, or is something about to happen? Is it about to go down? Let me know in the comments. Launching their physical card to a highly select group representing all major verticals of Web3. Ripple and Stellar will be at the same location the day prior. I think I would consider them as part of major verticals in Web3. This is massive. So this is classes by Michelin starred chef. A guest DJ will be spinning into the night as we recap a successful year working alongside great teams and Web3 communities across the globe. Join the global networks. I'm kind of nervous about what's happening on the 30th now. Global networks of Zebec and Cointelegram as we bring together the who's who of crypto. Here are the latest industry trends from our great guest representing tier one VCs, exchange launch pads, learn from our founders in a space where we navigate a year of evolving narratives, shifting regulation, and a crypto renaissance in the US. Zebec will launch the physical version of the Zebec Carbon Card to a highly select group of representing all major verticals of Web3, dressed to impress for a night that will forever leave a mark on a nonsense history of the crypto industry. Interesting. Halls Balls, what's up with you, fam? What's going on? What up? What up? Oh my God, Silver Days in the house. What up, Saget? Country brother. I don't know, but what up, Silver Days, and what up, Halls Balls? This is security and compliance. Wait a minute. Who's this part? We read this one already. What is this? Riviera Nights, Zebec Network, Riviera Nights Sunset Cocktail Hour by Zebec Network and Cointelegram, July 1st. Dang it, why can't I be there? Why can't I be in the cans, man? What is up with the what's that called? The space travel. I need that stuff that they got in Star Trek. Any guys you ever watch Star Trek? Beam me down, Scotty, or beam me to cans. Silver Dollar was born in my country hospital. Okay, Silver Days in Halls Balls. Let's go, bro. County hospital. I'm tripping. Uh Zebec burning rubber and taking off to new heights. The Zebec Army. Let's go. Zebec compliance leadership team brings unmatched expertise to navigate the complex regulations and protect our community. Dr. Mark, oh my God, why are these names so complicated? Turkington, head of AML, and transaction monitoring at HSBC, PhD in counter finance crime, expert in ALM, tech, and regulatory strategies. Okay. This guy, co-founder of GateKnox, architect behind Blink Global, fintech veteran. Nick Andrews, CEO of Strata Global. Ex Wells Fargo director, decades in banking and crypto. Their expertise ensures we stay secure and compliant across all crypto payments. So I need to work with these guys. Oh my gosh, this is some heavy hitters here. Keeping it moving, newest compliant advisors. Okay. And shout out to Zebec 365, and he shot me out with the green shoe. And ZBCN 365, you got the shoe out just in time because Zebec is on the move. So we went from red to green in perfect timing. So shout out to all the hard work, all you guys in the Zebec Army that are getting the word out and helping spread information about Zebec and helping us get going. Thank you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your super chats. And thank you for supporting your main man, BTM. Okay, what up, Yasmin, Halls Balls, my Shagget country brother. Peace to all. What up, Yasim, I guess? Shay Jack is how you pronounce it. Skyjet. Skyjet? Let's go. Can't wait to see the commercials on TV. Working tomorrow to support my crypto habit. House balls, you just about the same age too. 1980s, the 80s baby. Zebec baby, let's go. Uh, Black Tiger Miner, what up? Thanks for your support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. And hit the like button on the video and hit me with some emojis. Keep it going, brother. Yo, dog, I'm 1980s, almost born in Everett. Oh, wow. Keeping it moving. Unlock fast, lightning fast payroll with Zebec. Zebec's Unlock the Life. Shout out to ZBCN 365, dry powder plus Zebec dip Dry powder plus Zebec dip. Me happy. Let's go Zebec. Definitely happy because I picked up some yesterday and I was trying to tell you guys, pick it up while I was down because it wouldn't stay down long. So put a $sign in the chat if you guys picked up some Zebec on that dip. I picked up enough yesterday to bring my average cost down, and it came way down. So I'm glad I did, and I'm glad there was a dip right before it exploded. So let me know what you guys are thinking. And put a $sign in the chat if you picked up on the dip yesterday. Let's go. Yep. This is ZBCN 365. Ride the green stream with Zebec. The accent is unstoppable. Let's freaking go, Zebec. Oh, I thought I had more actual Zebec stuff on here. So this is Caspa. I think there might be some below the Caspa, but I guess not. So let's keep it moving. See if there's any new news here. I think I onboarded about 30 to 40K within the last week, just showing people and bringing awareness that people actually telling me so it's more, so it's probably more. What? Just another day in the life of 5. Okay. So I guess we hit all the heavy hitter information. It sold my truck since I have a company truck that I use. I will be saving nearly 400 a month between payment and life insurance. Guess where the extra money's going? I'm loading up on Zebec like a madman. Okay, I can't recommend you. That's not financial advice. Do not sell your truck. Do not sell your kidneys. Do not sell part of your liver to buy crypto, guys. Keep it together, right? Stop. Don't wig out. Let's see Zebec starting to cook. You might wonder they're playing that song, the Low Ride, or Gone in 60 Seconds is a great movie. Sizzling steak, top trending assets. So Zebec is number 2 at 82%, 82.6% buying, 21% selling. Seemed like it would be number 1. XRP is 71.9% buying, 31 selling. Bitcoin is 79.1 buying, 25.6 selling. ZXD 79.2 buying, 23.23. That's weird. Selling. XML 76.8 buying, 26 selling. Let's see here. The Zebec question is, are you chasing wealth or stability? Although you see that Zebec is low in cost, have you purchased 100K plus token shares? You expect it to pump through the roof, but you realize it's moving up slow, down, or sideways. Now your emotions are being tested because you thought it was going to go parabolic. Didn't. Your profits decline. Now you're trying to figure out, should you trade or hold? Did I just invest more than I could chew, or am I in good position? Can I sustain my way of living while I hold these coins? Your emotions will destroy you. Discipline will strengthen you. DCA in and find strategies that works for you. If you believe in your research, company, founder, team behind the company, hold. Then the average profits increase. How much should I take, or should I take it all? Let's go. Let go of the fear of loss and be patient with yourself. That's actually really good advice. Roger Megg sold his truck and got money from his ex-wife Roger's election. Liver does regenerate fast though. Bro, does it? I don't know. Let's look at the bubbles. So Zebec's going down. It was at 7.3 earlier. Now we're down to 4.9 on the day, zero point 0.4 on the hour, down 3.8 on the week, 17.9 down on the month, but still up 222 on the year. BGB's up 3.4. Uniswap is up 0.3. Radian's up 1.2. Hence up 3.1. Ton's up 0.4. HBar's up 0.9. Putty Penguin is up 13.4. AI Tech's up 1.1. Nexo's up 0.4. Jupiter's up 0.8. Virtuals is up 0. Flocky's up 0.5. This is Near Protocols up 0.2. Spectra is up 7.5. Swarms is up 1.4. XCD's up 3. Baby Dodge is up 0.3. Bonk's up 0.5. White is up 1.3. Casper is down 1.9. BrickPay is down 1.6. Aleo's down 9.2. I'm glad I didn't get that Aleo miner. It's been down a whole 10% on the week. Render's up 3.7. Archblock is up 4.2. Peanut is up 1.1. Yoshi's down 2.2. Ingest is down 3.7. Litecoin's down 1. Theta's down 1.8. Solana's down 0.3. Bitcoin's down 0.5. Shiv's down 0.9. Bera is down 2.8. Rigacha is down 4.1. Pepe is down 2.9. Link is down 1.5. Brett is down 0.3. Brett was up earlier. Airdrone is down 2.6. XCN's down 2.4. Dodge is down 1.2. Ondo's down 0.3. FTT is down 1.2. Tao's down 0.5. Chronos is down 0.9. Good news, selling a piece of my liver, y'all. Don't do it, bro. Pause balls, my brother. Silver Dobbs in the house. Mickey Mafia representing us. US, 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 US. Let's go. Well, I'm thinking of selling my kidney now. Bro, keep your organs. You might need them in the future. I'm just saying. So this is Live Coin Watch saying 24-hour volume 26.5. We're at the 0038 and going up 1.3% up on the hour, 5.3 in the last 24 hours. Down 4.0 in the last 7 days. Down 19% in the last 30 days. 90 days we're up 286. And for the year we're up 212.6. Back to the chat. Bugatti. Liver will grow back though. Pause, balls. I need a little piece of liver. I need a little piece of my liver. Are you still left? I need a little piece of my liver. Are still left. Little pieces. I was about to say my liver is probably not worth too much. It's probably already drowned in alcohol. So selling my liver would probably be a sell back versus actually selling it to somebody. We're operating at a loss selling the liver. Crypto Clay, my brother from another mother. What up? Welcome. I need all the pieces of my liver I have. I know that's right. If there's anything left, Mickey and Mafia always represents the live chats. Let's go. I need Zebec. What up, Roger? Lurking. What up, Roger? Go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe. Let me know who's watching. So this is CoinGecko. CoinGecko saying Zebec is 003 up 4.1%. So it looks like there's some pullback happening. Market cap 333. Milwan, fully disputed, fully diluted, 387.4 Milwan. Not really a whole lot from Gecko. Just Stock Holiday's little brother, I think. Stock Holiday's little brother, I think. Who's Stock Holiday's little brother? Shout out to Stock Holiday if you're in the house. Talking about me, man, stop it. Anyway, holders is 74,390. Huh. No, I'm not related to Stock Holiday. That's hilarious. But I do watch his videos, so big shout out to Stock Holiday. I'm surprised he's not talking about Zebec. Actually, I haven't seen Stock Holiday in a while. But I would take that as a compliment. Stock Holiday does a lot of good videos, a good YouTuber. 4 hours, we're up 46 holders, 12 hours, 53. The day we're down 1,551. I told you guys it would turn around. 3 days we're down 1,578. 7 days, 1,397. 14 days, 719. 30 days, we're still up 10,484. Oh, true. He was live last night. Really? He was live? Dang it, I missed it. I should have popped in. I didn't even know. I need to go back and check my notifications. But yeah, I told you this would turn around, right? We went from 1,600 down yesterday to 12 hours, we're up 53. Big stock, aka Doc Holiday. So this is Zebec of 4.73. Market cap 230, 223.1 Milwan. 24-hour trading volume 23.8 million, up 30%. So it appears somebody's buying it. So as we do, let's see what the analysis is saying. Wow, the price is up. Zebec Network 7.8%, 24-hour price gain reflects technical rebound. Dynamic strategy positioning ahead of key network milestones, despite broader market stagnation. Technical breakout from a descending wedge pattern. June 17 signals bullish reversal potential. Acquisition driven fundamental science card, gate knocks, booster, regulatory compliance narrative. Low liquidity conditions amplify volatility as ZBCN retests crucial Fed support. Technical content. ZBCN broke out of the descending wedge pattern on the 17th. Why are you talking about the 17th if today's the 27th? Reaching the 005 before retracing to the 004. Now testing the 20 period MA at the 004 and a multi-month ascending trend line. Key metrics RSI 44.1, neutral, avoiding oversold territory despite pullback. Is that even possible? Fibonacci support at the 003, 50% retracement aligns with June 18th low, creating a liquidity pool for buyers. Technical rebound aligns with June 17th, 24-hour volume spike to 42.3. And we're currently at 23.7. So it might be starting. Something might be happening, supporting short-term traders' capitalization on the breakout. Supporting factors, recent acquisitions, regulatory moves underpin sentiment. Science card integration, 50K users expand Zebec's payment infrastructure. Gosnot Gate Knox acquisition strengthens UK compliance. MIC FDC alignment, critical for institutional adoption, upholds 35 million Zebec holders. Coin market cap, signal exchange confidence. Though no new partnership announcements emerge, tokenomics also play a role. The Zebec 1 burn per transaction creates mild inflationary pressure. The 0.7 takeover ratio. Conclusion. ZBCN's rebound appears driven by technical traders capitalizing on bullish chart patterns and residual optimism from Zebec's M&A strategy. With the token still below 47% at May height, 007, watch for sustained closes above the 50-day SMA at 003 to confirm bullish convictions. Could regulatory progress in Q3 2025 catalyze Zebec's next leg up? You best believe it. Yo, big stock goes live every Thursday. What? Every Thursday, 7 p.m.? Need to check that, man. But I think he's taking a nap now, dreaming about crypto coins. That's hilarious. So this is Zebec pump it 4 hours ago. Data saying Zebec is 88% bullish. Up bullish on Zebec, ride the green stream. Zebec's CN is unstoppable. ZBCN. Zebec, look who's YouTube famous. Only our main man, Wolf Street. Okay. Everybody keeps playing off the payroll tech. We live in 2025. All institutions and corporations alike use efficient, instant, safe payroll systems. You literally get paid instantly on your payday. Zebec offers no revolutionary update to these systems. Purchasing science card is a gamble that is made. It is only relevant in the UK. Even then, very little use case. Other fact of being built on Solana blockchain doesn't offer security to tech. Guys sold on the hype, but realistically have not looked up the tech. A payroll system is not innovation. GVEC needs to optimize their vision. XLM and Hedgera can accomplish the same goals, but better than have security. You sound like a hater, Planted Crypto. You don't even know what you're talking about. Ain't nobody doing no dang real-time streaming payroll. If you get your check on payday, that's not streaming, genius. Anyway, Zebec is launched with their physical card July 1st. They are going to be the first crypto to have cash on ramps at ATMs. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know what this guy's talking about. This Planet Crypto needs to go for a long walk off of a short cliff. We read this earlier about the French Riviera. They're handing the cards out in July. Is 74,000 is strong. Let's take a look at Carrot Coin, another golden opportunity. Won't miss available on Coinbase. Why is everybody shilling tokens on my freaking some news you can use? Feeling bullish. Next several months are set to be good for crypto in general. New ISO 20022 standard is set to go live in July 14th. And the migration is expected to be complete by November. Zebec is anticipating on being ISO compliant by the end of the year. Genius Acts, what covers the framework for stablecoins, has been passed, and the Solana should hopefully pass in the House, passed in the Senate. I'm tripping. Should hopefully pass in the House within the next few weeks. With ZBCN paving the way for payroll, this could easily get 10 cents within a year. This guy knows balls. Are you bullish on Zebec? My main man who sold his truck. Short term, I think we read that yesterday. Let's keep it moving. So this is the trading view. I'll remove the fiat because I'm not even sure if this is right. But I was trying to figure it out, but I don't know. So let's start with the 5-minute chart. On the 5-minute, we got to zoom in and see what we can see. So we're hanging at the 0038, came down. RSI is down to 53. RSI based moving average is 49.3. And it looks like we're building volume on the 5-minute. Look at the 15-minute chart. Looks like we lose volume at a MACD cross. RSI is down 56. RSI based moving average is 58. You got a couple of green candles on the 15-minute. On the 45-minute, got a couple green candles. A red candle kind of pulling up, pulling back, coming back, coming back, pulling back, going back up. The 0038. RSI is up on the 45 minutes to 59.1, and RSI base moving average is 57.6. And we're building volume on the 45 minutes. On the 1 hour, we're building volume. Several green candles. RSI is up to 60, which is extremely good on the hour chart. And RSI based moving average is 52 on the hour chart. And on the 4-hour, got a huge green candle earlier this afternoon or earlier this morning, and slight pullback around noon, and another candle at 3 o'clock. RSI is up. RSI base moving average is 44. And we had a volume spike on the 4-hour. Okay, let's see. Look at the holders. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Smash the like button and subscribe. Crypto Clay, let's go. You gotta pay real time as and by the seconds. You need to wait for paydays. You get paid real. Yeah, no, right? I don't know what this guy's talking about. Talking about you get paid on your pay real time. Man, shut the front door. Please. Just shut the front door. He from another planet. I don't know what kind of research he was doing. You sound like a hater. 100% hater. The bill will pass the Senate before July 4th. Thank you, Joanna. I hope you're right. Realistic target for 2025. You think we can get to 10 billion market cap? I hope so. I don't know. That's a pretty big jump, though. What are we at? Not even at $1 billion market cap. Yeah, that's a huge jump. So I think that will put us close to 65 cents to $1, right? 10 billion market cap, maybe over $1. If that's the case, bro, we're about to be rolling. Just double checking something. Thanks for joining and thanks for spreading the word. Looks like we're picking up on the followers. I still can't get over this Nicolas Cage thing. I'm tripping. Trump just said it this morning. Okay. I don't really watch the news, but I'm checking that out tonight. Hopefully it does get passed by July 4th. This is Zebec. I just bought another 10K worth of tokens. So let's see what V
So welcome back to the channel. I just bought another $10,000 worth of
gonna add some volume to this. I don't know if it's me or do I have the volume? Tripping. I guess that's not me. Let's see if we can add a little volume booster here.
Zebec. In this video, I'm going to explain why, and it's an important one because this is the potential breakout zone we have all been waiting for. Now, let's get straight into the video. We all know over the past few weeks, the overall market has been pretty flat. In fact, we even saw Zebec sell off quite aggressively, in the middle around the 23rd of June. That's where price sold off all the way back to this trend line. We already took away a trend line, I should say, area of support. Now, we already mentioned it's a great DCA opportunity in which we did take advantage of this sell-off. But as we are now expecting the full parabolic breakout across the entire market, we've decided to double down on our position and maximize on this opportunity. Now, in the last video, I mentioned the risk versus the reward. I said right now we're looking at a downside move of around 41%. So if the market was to continue selling off, we could see a 41% sell-off on Zebec. And if we are to see the upside move, at least short term, we're looking at a 108 percentage point move. Now, if you missed out that video, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on another important Zebec update just like this one. Subscribe. Perfect. Let's continue with the video. So far, we're starting to see the upside move, right? We're starting to see the bounce to the upside. Now, my position right now is essentially a confirmation that I am over 70% confident that we're going to see a breakout on not only Zebec, but the entire market. This is stocks. This is crypto. I think we're going to see an aggressive upside move. And the fundamentals back in this is number one, the Iran and Israel ceasefire for now, at least, right? This is a fundamental, this is the reason why we actually saw the sell-off in the market in the first place. Now that has been cooled, and also Jerome Powell also signaling that there is pretty much no chance of a recession and that he feels confident with the direction of the market. Again, this is another signal. Now, how long that will last, that's a question for another day. But short term, the fundamentals are pointing green, and also the technicals are looking incredible as well. And that's why we decided to double down. So let's talk about where we go from here. It's important that all of you are on the same page as us, especially if you do want to succeed, at least for the short to midterm. And that's what I'm going to cover next, the short to midterm targets and what I'm expecting next. Now, number one, if you're not yet a part of my free Telegram group, join the free Telegram group now, as in right this second. The link is in my description. I'm going to post a very, very important update in that group. And again, it's completely free. I've also got some free coins that I give out in that group that you can enter for free. And I've got a video in there that shows you how to make 100,000 in 1 month and 16 days. So click the link in my description, join the free Telegram group right this second, and join us right away. But let's get into some of the short-term moves. Now, I say I'm expecting at least 108 percentage point move on Zebec. That brings us back to our yearly highs at 0.0072622. Now, if you're buying this right now, you're not buying it for this short-term target. In fact, if you're watching this video right now, you're buying because you're looking to hold until at least a $1 target, or maybe 50-cent target, etc. But let's talk short term. Now, short term from where we currently are now, assuming that Zebec is one of the best performers in the market, I think we're looking at a 3 to 4x, about a 3 to 4. I was going to say 5, but I just want to make sure that none of you are holding on for too long, just in case, we do see that wipeout. And I'm going to talk about the wipeout scenario where the market sells off by 90%. Yes, I'm going to talk about that as well. It's the elephant in the room, but it's an event that we are expecting. Now, short term, we're looking at a 3x from where we currently are now, which is about 0.015075, or we're looking at about 4x, which brings us to 0.0185648. Now, the targets I'm giving you now are short-term targets that I believe will end up hitting before the market peaks again. So by the time Bitcoin hits, $140,000 or so, we should at least hit those two targets that I've just mentioned. And from our current price, that is a 3 to 4x. I just want to be clear. That's my baseline expectations. Now, the reason why it's important to have these short-term targets in mind is because it essentially saves you from being completely wiped out. The majority of people in the market, do not make 50x's, 100x's, because they end up holding onto a position too long. That position does extraordinarily well. Then it sells off by 80, 90%. And then you're waiting around for months, maybe even years, just to see price recover again. So you don't want to make that mistake. Now, these are short-term baseline targets. We could see price go up even more than this, and I'll discuss that in more detail in my Crypto Group Premium channel. Again, if you want that insider information, you want to know when I'm buying, you want to know when I'm selling, you want to know what products I'm buying, what's going to happen with Zebec, in the long term, midterm, you need to join Crypto Group Premium. The link is in my description. You can join us right this second. But baseline target, those are the two. But we could see price go up more than that. We could see price go up a 6x, maybe even a 10x. Remember, Zebec is only at a $300 million market cap, so it's still very, very small. All this project needs to do is hit a $3 billion market cap, and we've achieved a 10x. If it hits a $1.5 billion market cap, we've achieved a 5x, right? So we could see some serious momentum on Zebec in the short term, but like I said, if you don't plan on joining our Crypto Crew Premium channel or taking advantage of our free group, then I would have those targets set out. Now, once these targets are hit, and once again, if you're watching this video right now, you are one of the luckiest people in the cryptocurrency market, one of the luckiest people in this community, because you now have a game plan. Once these targets are hit or above these targets, but once again, you don't have access to them unless you're a Crypto Crew Premium member. So still these targets for now. Once these targets are hit, I personally would be looking to take profit. Now, hold on a second. That doesn't mean we no longer believe in Zebec. As I said, this is a project that I'll be in for the next 2 to 5 years, right? This is a long-term project for me. But at the same time, the reason why I'm looking for a sell is because I want to maximize on profit, right? I want to capture the upside move. I'm going to take profit. I'm going to wait for price to dip again by around 90%, which will come. It will be around 70 to 90%, 70 to 90% sell off. Once that sell off occurs, that's when I'm going to buy back in and essentially speed up the process for me to hit my target. So instead of, just buying and waiting for $1 to be hit, why not take advantage of these market sell-offs and hit that $1 target in 2 market pumps? So literally, you could hit your $1 target by simply buying now, selling at the right time, buying back in, and you could hit your targets extremely fast. And that will actually fall in line with my 3 to 10x strategy that you can also get access to for free in my free Telegram group below. But that's my game plan. Now, obviously, it's easier said than done. For the majority of people, I wouldn't recommend that strategy. Why? You don't know when to sell. But 2, you don't know when to buy back in. So for most people, I think the best strategy is simply just to dollar cost average, take some profits out of the way, take out your initial capital when you can, and just build out your position. But you will still need a long-term profit taking target, because ultimately, when the cycle shifts and we move from bullish to bearish, you're still going to see that 90% sell off, right? So you kind of can't escape it, which is why I keep saying to everyone, get your game plan in place. So to be clear, short term, we're expecting an upside move, which is why we just bought again aggressively. Again, if you want safe, secure targets, quote unquote, I'll look for a 3 to 10x from my current areas. If you want to know the targets beyond this point, join Crypto Crew Premium, link in my description. Once those targets I hit, maybe look to take profit.
So shout out to what's this? ZBCN Keeping it moving. This is the big BC financial channel.
What is up, ladies and gents? You know what time of day it is. It's Zebec time. And in today's video, we're going to be talking all about Zebec. We're going to be discussing what we are seeing here on the charts. And I'll be giving you my price prediction for Zebec over the coming days and weeks, as well as my targets for 2025. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. Of course, if you are a new viewer, then welcome to this channel. If you do like this sort of content, hit the like button and subscribe for more. If you are a returning viewer, as always, welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you all here. So, of course, we're going to be diving straight into this video. We're going to start off with the shorter term here on Zebec. This is the picture that we have in front of us on the 1 hour chart. And it's no secret that the prices here on Zebec have been heading down over the past few days. But I am still very, very bullish here for Zebec in the shorter term. And to explain that, I'm going to pull up my annotations from the previous video. And if you have not yet seen these annotations, then do not worry, I will explain them. So essentially, if we just zoom out a bit here on Zebec, we can see that we have just generally been in a downtrend since the start of June. As you can see, the prices have generally been moving down for the month of June. And we've had this upper resistance here, keeping the prices from going any higher. So every time the prices come up to this line here, we've seen it get bounced. We've seen it get rejected. And we've also got the support down here where every time the prices come down to this level, it has bounced right off. So at the moment, we have this channel that the price is consolidating within. And the fact that these two lines are converging, so the resistance and the support are closing in on each other, that means that we have a falling wedge chart pattern on our hands. And whenever we see this chart pattern, guys, this is a bullish chart pattern. Now, the main confirmation that we need is for prices to break above this upper resistance line. So that currently sits at roughly 0.004 at this time. And of course, if we do see a clear breakout to the upside from this upper resistance here on Zebec, we could be looking at a pretty nice price target resulting from that. Now, the price target of this falling wedge is the first test of support here to the first test of the resistance, which is up here. And if we just drag this measuring tool to wherever we could hypothetically see that breakout, let's just go with that green path that we drew in the previous video, and we break out from that point, we could be looking at a price target here of 0.0063. So that's essentially a 74% upside from wherever we break out. If we break out within the next few hours, for example, we could be looking at something closer to 0.007. So, of course, this is one of the main bullish things that we are looking for in the shorter term, of course. And, of course, we drew this green path here in the last video to suggest that even though that prices are going down in the shorter term, it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, the prices are still consolidating within this resistance and this support. And as long as the prices stay within these two bounds, we are looking at this falling wedge pattern. So, of course, right now, if we just zoom in a little bit more into the charts, let's just get rid of this path that I drew here. We can see that actually the prices have come down to another strong support that we've also been monitoring here on Zebec. This is the 1 fib, which was the previous all-time high here for Zebec. So the fact that the prices are kind of coming down to test the previous all-time high as a support could be a good reason for a shorter term bounce here. And if that support holds, that gives us a deadline here for when we could expect to see a breakout from this falling wedge as well. As you can see, the support is currently right now at 0.0034. And as you can see, the apex of the resistance and that support is basically at the start of July. So Zebec essentially got a deadline of a week to basically make its mind up about what it's going to do with this support that we have and this resistance. Are we going to see a breakout to the upside and then see that price target that we discussed earlier get hit? or are we going to see that support fail on us and prices head lower? Of course, if the prices start to head up towards this resistance, so at 0.004, keep your eyes peeled on this chart, because if we see that breakout, it could be pretty fast. Now, of course, if we get our trusty indicator up, the MACD, we are getting support from the MACD on the fact that we are seeing bullish momentum enter into Zebec in the shorter term. That supports the fact that we could be heading up to this resistance sooner rather than later. On the 1 hour chart, you can see we got green bars, and we are starting to see the MACD head upwards. On the 4 hour chart, we need to see a crossover, but the fact that the general trend on the 4 hour MACD has been heading up is a pretty good thing in my opinion. Finally, the 1 day MACD is basically the final bearish boss that we have here on Zebec. Of course, the 1 day MACD has been red for a little while now, which means that in the slightly longer term, the momentum has been bearish. That's obviously proven by the fact that the prices have been heading down since the start of June. But of course, this bearish momentum here on Zebec is not going to last forever. As you can see, for example, these red bars have been getting shorter and shorter. And if that trend continues, we should start to see bullish momentum come to Zebec within the next few days. Now, of course, with that, we also get a crossover of the orange line and the blue line, which is a very strong buy signal. For example, last time we saw a strong crossover here on Zebec. You can see that was at towards the end of May there, where the red bars turned green. We saw the prices here on Zebec basically do a 4x from a low there of 0.0015 all the way to 0.007. So these crossovers on the 1 day MACD are especially powerful. And as you can see, it's only a matter of time before this bearish momentum runs out here on Zebec, and we start to get a crossover here on the 1 day MACD and this potential pump coming from this shorter term falling wedge. So 1 day MACD is basically, like I say, the last bearish boss that we have. Once we see a crossover here on the 1 day MACD coupled with a potential breakout from this resistance, I personally think we are going to see something like what we saw in May with the prices shooting upwards. And of course, on top of Zebec's charts, there's other charts as well that kind of confirm that we could be seeing something big in the shorter term. Of course, first and foremost, let me show you XCN's chart. Again, XCN, another coin that we closely cover on this channel. If you haven't heard of XCN, go check it out. Another great project. But essentially, XCN has this very similar falling wedge pattern. And in fact, the MACD on the 1 day chart has already given us a crossover. So I think XCN, in my opinion, is even closer to a potential breakout from its same falling wedge pattern that we are seeing here on Zebec. If we head over to Bitcoin as well, very similar story, but instead of a falling wedge, we have this bull flag pattern here on the price. And in my opinion, it's only a matter of time before Bitcoin breaks past its upper resistance, currently at 109K. And if we see that happen, we are going to see new all-time highs. And the final chart that I want to show you guys as well is this Bitcoin versus global liquidity chart. Now, this is one that you may or may not have seen before, but essentially there is a strong correlation happening with Bitcoin and by extension, the rest of crypto with the global liquidity. Now, the global liquidity has been forwarded 3 months. And as you can see, for the past 3 months, the global liquidity has been exploding. And so the theory behind this is that the more liquidity there is in a system, the more of that just naturally flows into crypto, basically pumping the prices that way. And so what we would expect to see if this correlation continues is that prices here in crypto kind of follow along. And of course, if that does happen, we should see Bitcoin reach new all-time highs within the next few weeks. And of course, if that happens, it should bring up the prices of the rest of crypto up along with it. So of course, that's only going to be bullish here for Zebec as well. So there's a lot to be excited about, in my opinion, here in the shorter term. Of course, until we break out from this resistance, we are in this downtrend, but there's plenty of things, in my opinion, that tell us we could be seeing a breakout very, very soon. Now, of course, just looking at Zebec in the longer term as well, I'm just going to tidy up this graph a bit. Let's get those fib levels back here on Zebec. So of course, we've got these longer term fib levels that basically have been respected on lots of different occasions. Of course, you can see, for example, the prices have used this 0.5 fib on multiple occasions as a resistance. This last pump that we had here in May took us right to this 1.414 fib, and now we are finding support at this 1 fib here. So we know that Zebec likes these fib levels, and so we can use them to predict where the price might go once we break out to new all-time highs. So if that does occur, the next natural target here for Zebec is this 1.618 fib. Now that sits at just under 0.01. Now, of course, next one along is this 2 fib as well. That sits at 0.017. But my main targets for 2025 is this 2.618 fib here. That sits at 0.047. And my other main target is 10 cents here. So 0.1 on the Zebec chart, which sits at about here. Now, of course, that 10 cents level, I think, could be hit because it is a major psychological level, very similar to 100,000 in Bitcoin. There was a lot of resistance at that level. And in the same way, I think there's going to be a lot of resistance at this 10 cents region here on Zebec. So these two are my main price targets for 2025. Of course, for the best possible chance to reach these upper price targets here on Zebec, what we want to look for is if we go on CoinMarketCap, and let's just go on the homepage, show you guys now where to find it. We want to look at these two indicators here, the Fear and Greed and the altcoin season indicators. Now, essentially, what we want to see is a value of above 75 for this altcoin season index, and we want to see a value of above 80 for the Fear and Greed index. Now, the altcoin season index essentially measures how much altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. At this current point in time, Bitcoin is wildly outperforming altcoins, which means that generally, if Bitcoin drops 1%, we're going to see altcoins on general fall more than 1%. But when we get to a value of above 75, we would generally see altcoins as a whole outperforming Bitcoin. And couple that with the fact that on the Fear and Greed index, when we see this value at above 80, we see euphoria, we see extreme greed, and couple those two together and you get the perfect environment for coins to do these 5x's, 10x's, even 100x's in the shortest space of time. That's exactly what we saw back in the bull run of 2021. We saw a lot of greed. We saw euphoria coupled with a massive altcoin season, and cryptos in hot categories from last cycle did extremely well. Now, in the 2025 bull run, we expect certain categories to do pretty well. And I think the category that Zebec is in, which is the payments category of crypto, is going to be doing extremely well. So all we need to see is this value of above 80, this value here of above 75, and then that's going to give Zebec the best possible chance to reach these upper price targets. So definitely something you could be monitoring every now and then, particularly if you do not want to be so active in monitoring the price of Zebec. It's just these two indicators. I think those are the two most important things for the longer term holders here. And it's definitely something that I check routinely for all my crypto holdings. And of course, guys, very lastly, if you want to get $10 completely free to buy some Zebec, then do not forget to check out the MEX exchange. As you can see from the screen, they're giving every new user who signs up using the link in the description down below $10 to get started. And of course, guys, this exchange does not require KYC to buy and sell crypto. So of course, if you want to claim this offer, simply sign up using that link in the description. Don't forget to deposit some fiat or crypto into your MEX account. Of course, they're giving another $10 completely free if you deposit at least $100 into your account. And of course, you can use that money to simply buy some Zebec, or you can long Zebec using the MEX futures with up to 20 times leverage. Of course, guys, thank you so much for all of your support. And that is basically what I wanted to say for this video here on Zebec. So, of course, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Many Bitcoiners that have come up to you and asked for these pictures, have any of them tried or persuaded you to have like a change of heart?
Oh, almost all of them. Everybody kind of wants me on the team, right? It's like I'm like the star player. That like if we can get Peter, if we can convince Peter, like I represent like the last holdout. of the old guard, because then if they turn me, then it's opening up a floodgate.
We're here with the notorious Peter Schiff at the Bitcoin conference, not a gold conference, a Bitcoin conference. How does it feel?
So shout out to Big BC Finance channel and the summary there for Zebec. And thanks for joining. I don't want to hold you guys all night. We did have the Friday video. Happy Friday, guys. Have a good weekend. And I told you, I don't want to be that I told you so guy. But look, Zebec is up 7.6 to 0.039. I'm pretty sure it's going to flip to the 4 and start pumping hard this weekend, especially if they're planning to do something big on Monday. So let me know what you guys think. You think it's going to pump on the weekend for the announcement on Monday, which is the 30th, or on July 1st? But I think this is going to be a big weekend for Zebec. But thanks for joining. Thanks for your support. And as always, it's okay to be weird or different. Maybe you're not weird or different. Everyone else is. But it's your main man, BTM, or as you say, stock. What do you say? Stock holidays, little brother. Shout out to Stock Holiday. But thanks for joining. Thanks for your support. And continue to diamond hand Zebec. Have a good weekend. And as always, let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. Miner out.